You can be part of this program by sending your SMS or WhatsApp messages to 070-449-44949. Once again, 070-449-44949. Today we are discussing refugees and the internally displaced person. Recently, I heard that you people are in Ghana, that United Nations Commission Refugees, UNHCR, with some private organization organized the African Forum for Displacement, which means private people want to support United Nations in helping the internally displaced people and refugees. What are your experiences?
Awesome, awesome and fearful. Fearful and very concerned that we are talking about 44 million
44 million
in Africa alone.
in
44 million. And a chunk of that, in some millions, are in Nigeria, IDPs and refugees put together. The experience for me is that people are taking initiatives that are divinely inspired. Though they may not be faith people by faith, but by their actions, they are actually preaching what our faith tradition has asked us to do. There are some of even faith that we do not even consider. They came and said something on education. They would give all computers to people, and
the sick
tradition they did. And of course, I'm sure, like you have said, you were there. You made that commitment openly. We had that you are going to support IDPs in Nigeria and also refugees that may be in Nigeria. So
it's with everybody's
we
support.
have also said we'll support. Will be there. But what my learning, my taking away is that a refugee is not a refugee or an IDP should not be a problem to you. It should be a source of blessing. You should see God as providing somebody for you to help. I did quoted Matthew 25:41 downwards, and the reward that is there. And this is not a teaching by somebody. It's written in red. It was Jesus who taught himself. So I just feel that we have a responsibility from what has happened in Ghana, that we should come back and do what the scriptures say and what others are doing. But not only the church, other people, because when there is peace, when a refugee brings his blessings and talent, the country also gains from those skills that they bring. So they are not burdened. They didn't want to come. Don't see there are people who are coming to trouble. It's not their doing. It's not their doing.
And so could be anybody.
Could be anybody. Could be you fire on the way. You are going your car, or maybe they can take off. Rain can wash your farm, wash the village, as is happening all over and try natural disaster in Katsina State, in Jigawa. When rain, you are sleeping in the morning, you come. When you go to east, you wake up in the morning, your house is hanging in the air, all erosion. You see your house hanging, and then also your house has been washed away. So we can be displaced by enemies. So we shouldn't see, it's them, not us. We must be responsible.
From Ghana.
And for me, from Ghana experience is the little commitment of those small youths, because we have the elders, we have the corporate organization, corporate bodies, you have the multinational organizations, then you have the students and the youths who are invited to that event. And I see the commitment from those youths who are dedicating some part of their resources, some part of their time to go and teach in the refugee camps, some part of their energy to go and support vocational skills for internally displaced persons to keep their life again. That was the most stronger thing that moved me to action. To say, if Nigeria, in Nigeria of today, every youth leader will look for somebody to mentor who is internally displaced or a refugee to support. If every community, organization, corporate body, if they can invest in human development index. What make a nation great was its human development index, number one. How peaceful, how healthy, how accommodating. If they will be able to do that, that I say, how do we double it in Nigeria? And during your statement at that particular point in time, for you on behalf of AL-HABIBIYYAH and of course Abrahamic mission, specifically
the faith community,
the faith communities, you are saying you are going to motivate the faith community to action, to look at this direction, to be able to invest in what? In human index of internally displaced persons in Nigeria and the refugees across the continent of Africa, to which we also make a commitment that as ambassador of the Golden Rule on the continent of Africa, myself and Pastor James, we are ready to give our time, our energy, our commitment, not only preach, advocate, but build the capacity of religious actors to be able to take this primary responsibility. It's a primary responsibility, because both in the Quran and in the Bible, we are told very clearly, God made it very clear for us. Our teaching probably very clear that the best of us are those who bring benefit to others. In Islam, khairun nasi man yanfa'un nas. The best among you are those who bring benefit to others. It's not how many books you read, how many cash you stock. You are not a millionaire. No, you are not a billionaire, a trillionaire. It doesn't matter if you didn't influence the life of how many millions of people you are able to influence their lives. And one important thing in addition, before I hand over, was the wisdom we should learn. How was Abraham today remembered? Why is Abraham remembered?
Why was he remembered?
Why was he remembered?
I'm
Why is Abraham unique
Mm-hmm.
among all people of his generation
Mm-hmm.
who have passed away? Because he opened his door to the stranger.
Okay.
He opened his door, his heart to the stranger, and he was giving for the stranger was coming. He doesn't know that stranger is an angel. He said, "Please have this milk to drink. Please take this milk." He ran over the only bull cow he has, killed the cow, bring it, and say, "This is the food for you." He was trying to please a stranger, and that stranger was an angel from God, and he blessed him. And Abraham today, over 50% of the population of the world of faith, people of faith, are his children. By faith, over 4 billion population of the world are children of Abraham. Muslims about 2 billion, Christians about 2.3 billion, the Jews about 50 million. Put them together, you are talking about 4.5 billion of almost 8 billion population of the whole world were mentored, where they see themselves as another image of Abraham. Why? Because Abraham helped the stranger.
Reverend, I can see you are itching.
Yeah, itching to just buttress this fact. I want to say, I don't think Nigeria needs to have IDPs in any camp.
Why? How?
If only we'll take up our corporate social responsibility as organizations, as individual level, and one person can write off all the bill and resettle them with good habitats wherever they are in Nigeria. It is just because this
we are less concerned.
We don't care.
We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. And we shouldn't leave it to the government. It should be individually induced motivation to do something good.
But I think
and you feel happy.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier, that there is a need to coordinate. Now, I know different churches, they are doing their own, your center and others are doing their own. But you see, if we don't coordinate it, it will be like competing over doing good. No, we should we should coordinate the doing good, and each people see how they are resettled. Not I go with a bag of rice and give this one, they eat tomorrow, they are waiting for the next meal. No, let there be a concrete fund, and then need analysis, sustain this thing,
rehabilitation,
and rehabilitation, and